phone with somebody. Malik Nabers is still in that green room. Rome Odunze still in that green room. J.J. McCarthy's down the road at his own draft party in Romulus, Michigan. Ian Rappaport is here in Detroit in the theater with us. Ian, you've got the floor.
Rich, now it gets really interesting because the Giants did try to trade up to number 3 to take Drake May. The phones have been quiet, though, at 4 and 5. So did the Giants bluff, and then go with the receiver, potentially Malik Nabers? Or did they just stick and take J.J. McCarthy, potentially their franchise quarterback? If they go receiver, then you wonder, do the Vikings just stick at 11? Or does another team who did the homework, maybe the Broncos, slide up just a little bit to come get J.J. McCarthy?
J.J. McCarthy was on my show yesterday, and I asked him, do you have any idea where you think you're going? And he says, not really, but I did visit the Giants twice. I even threw on Easter, which was new for him, and that he knew this, what the staff runs, because it's an Alabama style of play. And Josh Gaddis came from Alabama, was an offensive coordinator up at Michigan for a while, and so maybe this is it. Again, Daniel Jones is hurt. He's not going to be there to start the season. They did get Drew Lock in the fold to potentially start week 1, and Daniel Jones could be a starter in the middle of the season, or you get J.J. McCarthy right now.
Did the Minnesota Vikings watch Braveheart yesterday? Hold, be patient, and they're going to nervously await what's getting ready to be announced right here.
Giants fans have been nervously awaiting this moment, and it has arrived. It does actually happen, 6th overall. They did not make a trade. They have stuck, and they are picking, and it's time for the commissioner to come out. I'm seeing him leaving the backstage area, making his way. So, and there's also some offensive linemen that are out there, you know, minus Joe All. We'll see what the New York Giants do. What a huge inflection point in tonight's draft this moment is.
With the 6th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Malik Nabers, wide receiver, LSU.
So they do go wide receiver from LSU, just like back in the day, Odell. And it is Malik Nabers coming to the Giants' fold and bringing his remarkably dynamic style of play to the NFC East, and an offense that currently will be quarterbacked by Drew Lock until Daniel Jones is healthy, as it currently stands, as he walks to the stage right now.
I talked to Brian Daboll before last year's draft, and I said, what do you need to get accomplished? He said, we might be the slowest team in the league. We've got to get faster. We've got to get more dynamic. They made an effort with that last year with Jalen Hyatt, big-time speed they've added, and now they get the most electrifying wide receiver in this class. Not the most polished, but a big play waiting to happen. That can be throwing the ball 60 yards down the field. That can be literally handing him the ball and watching him run 60 yards down the field.
Well, you just mentioned what they had to do, and they've got all that in terms of the speed and everything else, the dynamicism. But here's the thing for me, Joel. It's the competitiveness. If you've been around Brian Daboll and been around his ball club, they always have competitive periods, ones versus ones. End the day with a competitive thing, who won, who lost. He wants all of that. That's Malik Nabers. Yep. That fits Brian Daboll. Remember, Brian Daboll was in Buffalo when they acquired Stephon Diggs, and he came out and was dynamic right from the beginning under Brian Daboll. That fits perfectly in terms of who they are, who Brian Daboll is as a head coach, and what his team needs if they want to start getting back on that mission to try and win the NFC East.
You see that competitiveness, guys, show up with the ball in his hands. You know, when he's running, you can see just the urgency that he has in creating some of those big plays. DJ, you've said during this program, he's got like a jetpack on his back. I mean, that's how he plays, whether he's running a route down the field or he's got the ball in a screen, tunnel screen.
And please let the Giants and the Jets do some preseason scrimmages, because we're going to have a necklace off between Leak and Sauce, and they'll go at each other every day in the practice field.
It's called the Snoopy Bowl every single year.
Yeah, but let them. I want them to have some of those practices and get at it.
Last thing, Daniel Jones, you can take those antacids and put them back in the cupboard.
Kaylee Hartung is on the stage with Malik Nabers.
Malik, I need you to open up the inside of your jacket and tell me what it represents in this moment.
So the inside of my jacket, they got all the people that showed tribute to the legacy of me at LSU. You know, I got a lot of memories here. All the memories that's in here is the reason why I'm here today.
There is a legacy at LSU of producing superstar receivers in the NFL. You broke all those players' records. What can you accomplish as a New York Giant?
I'm just hoping to be the best team I can be, get in the community, hit the ground running and show them what kind of athlete I am.
And bring that dog mentality you say you have.
You're right.
Now you can go jump in the crowd with those Giants fans.
All right, let's look at the video. We teased it. This is one explosive play after another when you watch Malik Nabers teamed up with Jaden Daniels in college. He's a yak machine. You've seen what DJ Moore does with the ball in his hands for Carolina and Chicago. You see similar here with Malik Nabers, just a little bit faster. After the catch, he can run away from you. He's also not afraid to drop his shoulder and run through you. It was death by slot fade when you played against LSU this year. It was one after another after another.
Then a double move.
And they're going to give him all that real estate to work. As we get to Next Gen Stats powered by AWS, you look at the overall scores of the wide receivers in this draft class. We've talked about the big three. There's only one left, but the one at the top of the list in terms of the score was Malik Nabers.
Kurt Warner, your thoughts?